I really appreciate that, but I got to tell you, this goes to all the people in the organization. They truly are what makes this company go, and I'm very blessed and fortunate just to be part of it.
Reuters news agency is reporting that Costco is giving most of its hourly employees a pay raise. That's according to a memo sent to employees. Over the next 3 years, some workers will see their wages rise to more than $30 an hour.
If you shop at Costco and think you're saving money just because you're buying in bulk, think again. Because the truth is, some of the smartest deals in the entire warehouse aren't the ones with giant packaging or bright yellow price tags. They're the quiet, unassuming products hidden in plain sight. Products that outperform luxury brands, defy inflation, and offer jaw-dropping value for just a fraction of the cost. And yet, most shoppers walk right past them, completely unaware. You might be one of them, but here's the thing. Once you know what to look for, Costco becomes a goldmine. You stop overpaying for things you don't need, and you start spotting the items that make the membership worth every penny. These are the products that insiders swear by, the ones that real members stock up on. And some of them are so effective, so shockingly underpriced, you'll wonder how Costco's even making a profit. One item literally hasn't changed in price since the 1980s. Another is rumored to come from the exact same factory as a luxury brand, but without the markup. So if you've ever left Costco with a massive receipt and a nagging feeling you missed something, keep watching, because what you're about to learn in this video might just change the way you shop forever. If you've ever stood in Costco's electronics aisle debating whether to buy the cheaper Kirkland batteries or splurge on Duracell, here's a secret the packaging doesn't tell you. Those Kirkland batteries, they're made by Duracell. That's right. Costco's in-house brand is produced by the same company behind one of the most trusted battery names in the world. And we're not talking about a knockoff or a watered-down version. We're talking about nearly identical performance, confirmed by independent tests and side-by-side comparisons. In fact, several product reviewers and consumer watchdogs have run head-to-head battery drain tests between Kirkland and Duracell, and the results? Virtually no difference. Some tests even showed Kirkland batteries lasting longer in certain devices. And the price difference? Massive. Kirkland batteries regularly sell for nearly 40% less than their name brand counterparts, especially when you buy in bulk. That's not a discount. That's a power move. One shopper even joked online, it's like Duracell in disguise, only smarter and cheaper. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Duracell might prefer you didn't know they manufacture Kirkland's batteries because Costco forces them to keep the quality high and the margins low. That's the Costco effect, and it's why smart shoppers trust the Kirkland label more than most national brands. But if batteries are just the beginning, wait until you find out which frozen product in Costco's freezer aisle is secretly healthier than the produce you buy fresh, and how it's quietly become a nutritionist's dream. You might assume that fresh fruit is always better than frozen, but in Costco's case, that assumption could be costing you nutrients and money. Costco's bags of organic frozen fruit, especially the wild blueberries, strawberries, and mixed berry medleys, are one of the smartest health purchases in the entire store. And here's why. Frozen doesn't mean less fresh. In fact, it often means the opposite. These fruits are picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen within hours, locking in more vitamins and antioxidants than many of the fresh fruits that were picked early and shipped across the country. Studies have shown that frozen berries can contain significantly higher levels of key nutrients like vitamin C, polyphenols, and fiber, nutrients that begin to degrade the longer fresh fruit sits on shelves. That means your $12 box of fresh strawberries from the supermarket may look pretty, but it's not doing your body nearly as much good as that $8 freezer bag from Costco. And it gets better. These frozen fruits come in huge, resealable bags that last for months without spoiling. No more sad, moldy fruit at the bottom of your fridge. Whether you're tossing them into smoothies, topping oatmeal, or baking into muffins, you're getting clean, concentrated nutrition every time. One Costco shopper even posted, "My smoothie game went from average to elite the day I found these." But here's where Costco really flips the script, because the next product has nothing to do with health and everything to do with luxury. There's a bottle of vodka on Costco's shelf that sparked an online conspiracy, and some say it's actually Grey Goose in disguise. It might be the most delicious rumor in Costco history. For years, shoppers have whispered about Costco's Kirkland signature French vodka, claiming it's secretly bottled in the same facility as Grey Goose. Same source water, same distillation process. Just one bottle is dressed in designer branding, and the other wears a plain Kirkland label with a price tag that's half the cost. Sounds too good to be true, right? Maybe not. In multiple blind taste tests, including some by vodka aficionados and bartenders, Costco's vodka has actually beaten Grey Goose in flavor, smoothness, and overall drinkability. One vodka reviewer even said, if this isn't Grey Goose, then it's something even better. And for under $20 a bottle, that's not just a win, it's a steal. Now officially, Grey Goose denies the connection. They've made public statements distancing themselves from Kirkland, and technically, there's no confirmed contract. But here's where it gets interesting. Both vodkas are produced in the Cognac region of France, use water from the spring, and follow nearly identical distillation methods. Coincidence? Maybe. But most Costco shoppers don't care. They've done their own research, meaning they've had a sip, and the results speak for themselves. It's become the go-to bottle for parties, gifts, and even fancy cocktails that taste top shelf without the top shelf guilt. And if Costco's vodka is secretly competing with one of the biggest liquor brands in the world, imagine what they're doing in the food court, where one iconic item hasn't changed in price since the year the Berlin Wall came down. That's up next, and it might be the boldest financial decision Costco's ever made. In a world where a fast food burger now costs more than a movie ticket, Costco's $1.50 hot dog and soda combo feels like a glitch in the Matrix. But it's real, and it's been the same price since 1985. Think about that. Gas has tripled, rent has exploded, and you're paying more for everything from eggs to toothpaste. Yet somehow, a hot dog and drink at Costco still costs less than a cup of gas station coffee. Why? Because Costco made a decision most companies would never dare. They refused to raise the price, even if it meant losing money. And here's the kicker. It wasn't just a casual policy. When an executive once suggested adjusting the price, Costco's co-founder reportedly shot back with one legendary line: "If you raise the price of the hot dog, I will kill you." And he wasn't joking. To keep the deal alive, Costco didn't negotiate, they took control. They built their own hot dog factory, started producing in-house, and maintained strict quality standards to keep the combo affordable without sacrificing taste. The result? One of the most beloved loyalty tools in retail history. People drive out of their way just for that hot dog. They remember it from childhood. They post pictures of it online like it's a national monument. It's not just a snack, it's a symbol, a message that Costco still values its customers, even when every other company is cutting corners. And if that kind of dedication is what they serve in the food court, wait until you see what they're bottling in the syrup aisle, because up next is a rich, golden liquid that's flipping pancakes and food snobs alike. It might just be the best maple syrup you've never heard of. It comes in a simple beige jug, no fancy label, no celebrity endorsement, but pour it over pancakes and you'll understand why Costco's Kirkland organic maple syrup has become a cult favorite among foodies, chefs, and weekend brunch warriors. This stuff is the real deal. Pure, grade A, amber syrup harvested straight from Canadian maple trees and bottled without a single unnecessary additive. And here's the twist. In blind taste tests, it routinely beats luxury syrups that cost 2 to 3 times more. One foodie described it as liquid gold with a price tag that doesn't make your wallet cry. The flavor? Smooth, rich, and perfectly balanced between sweet and woody. No harsh bitterness, no chemical aftertaste. Just authentic maple goodness that elevates everything it touches. People aren't just using it for pancakes anymore. It's going into lattes, marinades, baked goods, and even salad dressings. One Costco member online said, "I bought it for waffles. I stayed for everything else. I even caught my husband pouring it into his coffee like a rebel barista." And with a full liter costing around $10, you're getting gourmet quality at a bargain bin price. But here's the kicker. Many high-end restaurants have been caught sourcing private label maple syrup, just like this one, and marking it up behind the scenes. You're essentially getting restaurant-grade syrup at wholesale, and most shoppers walk right past it, not realizing what they're missing. If this syrup is the silent hero of your breakfast table, wait until you hear what Costco's been quietly doing in the optical department. Because the next item on this list is saving smart shoppers hundreds of dollars, and it's hiding behind one of the most underrated services in the entire warehouse. Most people associate Costco with bulk snacks and bargain meats, not top-tier eyewear. But savvy shoppers have discovered that hidden near the pharmacy is one of the most underrated deals in the entire building. Costco's Optical Center. If you wear glasses, you already know how expensive it can get. One pair at a traditional retail chain can run you anywhere from $300 to $600, sometimes more if you add progressive lenses or name-brand frames. But at Costco, you can walk out with a stylish, high-quality pair of prescription glasses for under $200. And no, we're not talking cheap plastic frames. We're talking designer-level aesthetics, precision lenses, and customer service that rivals boutique shops. What most shoppers don't realize is that Costco's optical department uses the same lenses as top-tier brands. They offer anti-reflective coating, UV protection, and even blue light filtering, features that other stores charge a premium for. And get this, Costco employs licensed optometrists right inside the store. One woman shared online that her Costco eye exam was twice as thorough and half the cost of her regular optician. She got her glasses and left with a renewed prescription all in one trip. For families, seniors, or anyone without vision insurance, this is a game changer. You're not just saving money, you're getting serious value with no compromise on quality. And while most shoppers are still overpaying elsewhere, smart Costco members are quietly walking out with the sharpest vision and the biggest savings. And if that wasn't enough proof that Costco takes quality seriously, the next item on the list might just be the healthiest oil in your kitchen. And you've probably been walking past it for years without knowing what it's really worth. You might think all olive oil is the same until you taste the difference. And Costco's Kirkland Organic Extra Virgin Olive Oil isn't just better than most grocery store brands. It's outperforming oils that cost triple the price in taste, purity, and quality. In independent lab tests and expert reviews, this olive oil has consistently scored among the top-rated in the country, beating out well-known Mediterranean imports. It's cold-pressed, USDA-certified organic, and sourced from first harvest olives grown in Italy, Greece, and Spain. We're not talking about some mass-produced oil from a mystery barrel. This is the real thing. Chefs love it. Home cooks swear by it. One professional food taster even said, "This could easily pass as a boutique bottle from a Napa Valley tasting room." The flavor is bold but balanced, grassy with a peppery finish, perfect for drizzling on salads, dipping crusty bread, or finishing off a pan of roasted vegetables. And with a massive 2-liter bottle priced under $20, you're getting enough liquid gold to last for months. But here's the kicker. Many premium olive oils sold at upscale grocers fail purity tests and include lower-grade blends. Costco's, by contrast, is regularly tested to meet the highest international standards. It's so clean and potent that some health-conscious shoppers are even using it for skincare and oil pulling. And while the bottle might look basic, the product inside is anything but. So if Costco is hiding top-tier olive oil in a plastic jug, what else might they be slipping into your routine without you even realizing it? The next item may not go on your plate, but it will go in your tank. And smart drivers swear by it for one simple reason. It saves them hundreds every year. You pull into Costco's gas station and see the line of cars wrapping around the lot. You think, is it really worth the wait? But here's the truth. If you're not filling up at Costco, you might be throwing away hundreds of dollars a year. Costco's fuel prices consistently undercut local gas stations by 20 to 40 cents per gallon. It might not seem like much in the moment, but let's break it down. If you fill up once a week, every week, that adds up to more than $200 in savings per year, just for showing your membership card and spending an extra couple minutes in line. And this isn't bargain bin gas either. Costco's fuel meets top-tier standards, which means it contains more detergents and additives that actually help keep your engine clean. Translation? You're not just saving at the pump, you're protecting your vehicle in the long run. Some drivers swear their engines run smoother after switching exclusively to Costco fuel. One guy even joked, "My car's purring like it got a massage and a raise." It's little things like this that separate casual members from strategic ones. You don't need to drive a hybrid to save on gas. You just need to know where the real value is. And Costco's been quietly delivering it to smart drivers for years. But fuel savings aren't the only hidden treasure buried in Costco's aisles. Because up next, we're stepping into a section most people barely glance at, and revealing how Costco's low-profile clothing rack might be hiding name-brand fashion for literal pennies on the dollar. Blink, and you might miss it. Somewhere between the seasonal decor and the towers of snack bars, Costco hides one of its best-kept secrets, the clothing tables. They look unassuming, just stacks of jeans, polos, socks. But smart shoppers know this is where you find high-end fashion at off-brand prices. And here's the twist. Some of those Kirkland signature items, they're made by the exact same manufacturers who produce for brands like Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, and Adidas. It's not just similar quality, it's often the same product with a different label. Costco doesn't advertise this. They don't need to. Their members spread the word like it's insider gossip. One shopper shared online that she bought a Kirkland men's dress shirt for $19.99, only to find a nearly identical version at a department store for $68 with a different logo stitched in. Another found Lululemon quality leggings labeled under a random name and said they outlasted her expensive pair after months of workouts. The fabrics are thick, the stitching is strong, and the prices are borderline ridiculous. $12.99 for joggers that feel like $80. A rain jacket for under $30 that's actually waterproof. Even name brand deals like Puma, Adidas, and Eddie Bauer rotate through at shocking discounts, but only if you're paying attention. It's like treasure hunting in a sea of cotton and polyester. And the best part? Costco's generous return policy means you can try something on, wear it for a week, and still bring it back if it doesn't impress. That's peace of mind most fashion retailers can't offer. But if you think the clothing section is good, just wait, because the real payoff comes when you put all these smart buys together. If you've made it this far, you already know. You're not just a Costco shopper, you're part of a smarter crowd. The people who look past the flashy displays and oversized packaging to find real value hidden in plain sight. These aren't just products, they're strategies. Every dollar you save on gas, glasses, groceries, and gourmet syrup is money you keep in your pocket, and proof that the system doesn't always win. And if you're enjoying these insider finds, this is just the beginning. Costco doesn't broadcast its best secrets. They bury them under bulk boxes and bland packaging, hoping only the sharpest eyes will notice. But we're not just here to notice. We're here to uncover, compare, and expose what really makes a membership worthwhile. And that's where you come in. If you want to keep discovering deals that others overlook, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us reach more smart shoppers like you, and it lets us keep digging up the hidden gems that save you money where it counts. Whether it's a vodka with a luxury secret or a hot dog that's holding the line against inflation, we've got more to uncover, and you won't want to miss it. So go ahead, be that friend who always knows what's actually worth it. We'll make sure you stay one step ahead, one Costco haul at a time. So what does it all add up to? 10 items that may seem ordinary on the outside, but when you look closer, they tell a different story. One about value, strategy, and knowing where to look. This isn't just about getting a good deal. It's about making smarter choices in a world where prices keep climbing and quality keeps shrinking. While everyone else is distracted by marketing and flashy packaging, you're spotting the wins hiding in plain sight. You're stretching your dollar without sacrificing quality. You're not just buying in bulk, you're buying with purpose. From a $4.99 rotisserie chicken that breaks every rule of retail economics to glasses that rival designer optical chains, Costco is filled with products that quietly outperform the competition. These aren't flukes, they're intentional. Costco's model rewards people who pay attention. And if you're the kind of shopper who reads labels, checks origins, and asks, is this really worth it? Then this warehouse was built for you. But more importantly, this video wasn't just about what to buy. It was about how to think, how to question assumptions, how to spot quality when it's dressed in simplicity. That's what smart shopping is really about. Knowing that the most powerful advantage you can have isn't a bigger cart, it's a sharper eye. So the next time you're pushing your cart down those wide Costco aisles, don't just follow the crowds. Follow what you've learned. Look for the real wins, and remember, the smartest buys aren't always the biggest ones. They're the ones that quietly deliver more than they cost every single time. Because at Costco, it's not just what you carry out, it's what you carry forward.